Now, the remote Isle of Mull in Scotland is well known for its wildlife, its culture and, of course, that beautiful scenery. But if Tony Blair's Labour government had had their way, apparently it would have been a holding camp for thousands of asylum seekers.
Yes, according to newly released official papers from the National Archives, the plan was part of a nuclear option for tackling the asylum issue, which would have seen illegal migrants put straight back on the plane they arrived on with little or no right to appeal.
Well, heck, I mean, this is 20 years ago. Doesn't it echo the debate still taking place around Rishi Sunak's plans to deport asylum seekers to Rwanda?
Well, the files also reveal that Tony Blair was warned that the No. 10 press office had lost all credibility under his combative communications chief, Alistair Campbell.
Well, let's talk to political commentator Peter Spencer. Peter, it's fascinating, isn't it, looking back at these old documents once they're all finally released. What stands out to you?
I mean, what particularly stands out to me is, on occasion, I revisit episodes of Yes Minister or Yes Prime Minister, and what strikes me about those is how they were jabbering away about the same stuff getting on for half a century ago as they are today. Talk about bonjour, même merde, if you'll pardon my French. It has to be remembered that government is a bit like trying to fly a helicopter. All the wretched thing ever wants to do is to tip over. And so, yeah, we find that Tony Blair had contemplated, I wouldn't go any further than that, contemplated something similar to what Sunak has in mind. And it's worth noting also that Sir Keir Starmer is also, according to multiple reports, also considering sending people to somewhere abroad where their asylum claims can be processed. I mean, a world of difference between what Starmer has in mind and what Sunak has in mind, in that, in Starmer's case, what they're thinking of is getting British officials to do the job and sending them to somewhere hopefully a bit less sketchy than Rwanda, judging by the view of the Supreme Court. Also allowing people, if their asylum claims are granted, to let them come into the United Kingdom. However, what's fascinating about this whole thing is that Rwanda is such a disaster from the Tories' point of view, in that it has torn the Conservative Party apart. He has said repeatedly, look, we unite or we die, to which the Conservative Party has collectively gone the full Monty Python, tied itself to crucifixes and started crooning away, always look on the bright side of death.
And, Peter, what did you make of Tony Blair being warned that No. 10 had lost all credibility under Alistair Campbell? I mean, within these files, it was fascinating, wasn't it? Also, the debate with the BBC, writing to the Director General, saying he wasn't happy with the coverage of the start of the Iraq War.
Well, I mean, that's when it comes to Alistair Campbell. I mean, again, we see a bit of a parallel between him and Dominic Cummings, who also became the story, as opposed to what it was the government was trying to do. I liked Alistair Campbell, but he sure as hell was a pretty gobby sort of guy. So he did manage to rile an awful lot of people. And in the end, of course, they did shift him from No. 10 press office to making him the director of communications, to sort of basically keep him away from the front line.
Yeah, fascinating stuff. Peter, thank you very much indeed. It's all swings and roundabouts, though, isn't it, with all of this? It just goes to show that nothing is new in politics.